Today we're going to be cooking up a delicious coconut curry shrimp. Not only is it super easy to make, it is packed with flavor and it's on the table in less than 25 minutes. This is one of my favorite dishes. I love all things curry and I hope you like it. So I'm starting out with my raw shrimp. They've been deveined, the tails are on, the shell is off, and they are completely raw. You definitely want to use the biggest shrimp you can find. These are jumbo in size, and you want to make sure you are using raw shrimp because when you use the cooked shrimp they tend to get very rubbery because they overcook very quickly. So now we're ready to move on to the next step. So we're going to go ahead and rinse this in a solution of fresh lemon juice and cold tap water. Now, if you've been watching my tutorials, you know that everything gets rinsed before we add any seasoning. This step is never omitted. That is just the Caribbean in me. So ideally, we'll be doing this in the sink, but I'm doing it on the countertop for demonstration purposes. So we're going to go ahead and give it a nice rinse in our lemon juice solution. Then we're going to drain it in the sink. Now, after you drain it, you're going to go ahead and fill it with some fresh tap water and give it another rinse and drain again, and then do it one more time and then bring it back to your workstation. So now we're ready to pat our shrimp dry and remove all that excess moisture. Grab a clean paper towel and go ahead and pat your shrimp dry. There's also going to be some liquid sitting at the bottom of the bowl. Go ahead and drain that in the sink and continue patting your shrimp down. Once you're done, we're going to set this aside until we're ready for it. Now go ahead and heat some coconut oil on medium flame. I am using a medium-sized Dutch pot oven. You can use a Dutch pot or a skillet would work as well. You don't necessarily need a heavy bottom pot for this recipe. So I am using coconut oil because it's going to add such a delicious layer of flavor to our coconut curry dish. But of course, the choice of vegetable oil is completely up to you. So now you want to heat this up until it's nice and hot. You don't want it to get to the point where it is smoking because you don't want to burn your onion and your garlic. Now, if it is smoking, go ahead and remove it from your flames and allow the temperature to come down and then start again. Here's a handy little hack to tell when your oil is ready. You can grab a wooden spoon or those chopsticks from the Chinese takeout and place it in the oil. And once you start to see those bubbles, just like you're seeing here, you know you are good to go. So now I'm ready to add my onion, my fresh garlic, my green onion, and I'm going in with a whole Scotch bonnet pepper. Now I'm going to keep my pepper whole because I am not looking for that intense heat. I'm just looking to extract the flavor from the skin of the pepper into my oil. I just wanted to infuse the oil. Now if you can handle the heat, then definitely go for it. So we want to saute these down, we want to sweat them down, we want the onions to become nice and soft and translucent. We want them to release all that good flavor into the oil. So we're going to allow this to saute for about 3 to 5 minutes on medium-low heat. Now everything looks and smells incredible. So now I'm ready to add some fresh thyme. I'm going in with the entire sprigs. Now if you don't want to contend with the woody bits, just go ahead and add the leaves only. That is totally fine. So now that our thyme is in the pot, we're going to allow this to cook down for 1 minute. So now that our 1 minute has passed, we're going to go in with some hot water. You want to use hot water because you want to maintain that temperature. You don't want to disrupt or stop the cooking process. So now we're ready to go in with our coconut milk, and then we're going to follow it up with some butter as well. So now I'm going in with my curry powder. Now, whenever I cook with curry, I love to use turmeric with it as well. Turmeric is in curry. It does give it that yellow color. It is responsible for that. But I find sometimes when I use the powder alone, the curry tends to come out a little bit dark in the final product. So I like to use it with the turmeric because it gives it that boost, that vibrancy, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm going in with my all-purpose seasoning, which is going to add tons of flavor to our dish. And I'm also going in with some smoked paprika. You can also use regular paprika as well. I'm also going in with my very own custom seasoning blend, which is going to add such a delicious layer of flavor. Now, of course, I have a tutorial on my YouTube of how I put this together and exactly what is in it. And I will link it in the iCard for you to go ahead and check it out if you're interested. I'm adding some fresh black pepper as well. I'm going to follow that up with some salt. I'm going to drop a few dry bay leaves in as well. And I'm also going to add some crushed fresh ginger. And I'm also going in with some red bell pepper for color. The choice of color or colors is completely up to you. And of course, you can't cook Caribbean food without pimento seeds or allspice berries. There's just something about the flavor and the smell that immediately transports you to the Caribbean. So now we want to reduce this to a low simmer and allow it to cook for 10 minutes until the sauce is nice and thick and luscious. So now that our sauce has reduced and it has thickened up and it has a nice body to it, a rich body, this is our curry base. Now you want to go ahead and add your shrimp to your sauce. Now you're going to make sure that each and every piece of shrimp is completely coated in this delicious coconut curry sauce. You're going to allow this to cook down for about 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook your shrimp. As soon as they start to turn to that opaque pink where you have those bright red tails, you know you are good to go. And you want to remove your pot from the flame to stop the cooking process. We're at that 3 to 4 minute mark and our shrimp is ready, and this looks and smells absolutely delicious. I am so excited for you to try this. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope you will give this recipe a try, as well as give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you do recreate this dish, please tag us on Instagram at kerriannskravings. All my socials are listed in the video description, so go ahead and hit that follow button and make sure we are connected there too. As always, one love and stay blessed, my friend.